I'm super excited today to take a look at the new Protech TR3 Integrity. Now, you might be familiar with the Protech TR3, and if you've been around for a while, you might even remember their old Integrity version. But there are some changes to this one, and I'm actually really excited to talk about it. So as you can see here, this is their new manual button lock TR3 Integrity. The previous version was actually a frame lock. I never actually got to put my hands on one. I've always wanted to, but now there's no need because we have an even better button lock version. So up there at the blade, we still have that classic TR3 design. It's right at about 3.5 inches long and is made out of CPM S35VN, which is a nice upgrade from your normal TR3, which I will go ahead and bring in here. So you can see the overall shape and size is exactly the same. It does appear that that top swedge is a little bit longer on the manual version. You can see that on the handle, the hardware has moved from the front onto the back now, which I think is pretty cool. And while we're back here, you can also see that we've switched to a deep carry pocket clip. I think that is a nice improvement. Flipping onto the spine, other than of course having those dual thumb studs, you can see that the back has changed a bit as well. It's not quite as open construction anymore. So up there behind the button lock is now closed off. And then another thing to note is down there at the end, it's closed off a little more as well. And instead of having the lanyard hole off to the side there, you now have one through the spine itself, which I think is pretty cool. And before we get too far, don't forget, you can always follow the links in the description box below to head on over to GPKNIVES.com to check out even more Protechs or pick up one of these for yourself. Really quickly, I wanted to go ahead and bring in a Protech Malibu, just in case you've never held a TR3 before and were maybe debating which button lock you wanted to go with. So while they're pretty similar in blade length, the biggest difference would be, other than just the overall style, you get a lot more handle room on that TR3. And I want to go ahead and really quickly bring in a scale just so that we can check out the weights on these. So starting off, let's go ahead and just check out one of the Malibus. So at about 3.14, some pi action. Let's see, on the manual TR3, about almost at 4.1. And then for the auto, so it's actually a little bit heavier, which in hand, it doesn't feel like it, but I guess the addition of those thumb studs and closing off all back here just adds a little bit of weight. So that's kind of interesting. But this is a really cool addition to Protech's lineup. They've had a lot of success with manual button locks between their Malibu and their Mordax, but those are quite different in size. So if you've been looking for something right in that sweet spot between them, I think you can't go wrong with the new TR3 Integrity. If you want to see even more information on the Integrity or pick one up for yourself, follow the links below and head on over to GPKNIVES.com. While you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me your thoughts. And as always, stay sharp.